So just tell this guy to make put on. Or the other guys. Yeah, just ask, talk to him and tell him to put on. When the game starts.
For both games.
Yeah, for both games.
So where? Oh, okay. Well, you're gonna start?
Yeah.
And effect. So where's it gonna be? I'll follow. I'll follow Justin. You got one. Now wait, where'd you get the drinks? You get the main room? You get stuff in the main room. No, is there anything on ice water?
It's a fountain by the bathroom.
Oh, go to the very bottom. There's iced tea. So what do you mean? Go down there. To the basement, and then to the right, and then there's a vending machine that has some iced tea. It only accepts $1 bills. In the basement. To the right. But it accepts only $1 bills, no $5.
Andrew is also in the bathroom, by the way.
Okay. Wait, is Andrew? What's Andrew doing?
He's doing the board. Oh, okay. We got a professional.
Make it exciting. Don't feel it sad.
Can you get out the basketball? Can you get out the basketball? If I say something, can you get? You can? They're recording right now. No, not here, but up there. Like where it's comments. Justin already started this. Only the top. So. Is there a delay? So you wouldn't be able to tell. You can always blame it on Justin. Just look over to Justin and be like, just give him the eye.
And I'll be like, he's melting, he's dashing.
Wait, there's gonna be a galleon. I have that suggestion.
And I have to wait.
Or Andrew.
Yeah, so like I think every once in a while they'll like take a round trip like
Yeah, Andrew, I think you can check over the other computer once in a while. Make sure it's working.
I have to check it.
Yeah, because you're the only one here.
Oh, damn it.
You and Ashish.
Why do we need this before? Just to record everything.
Yeah.
Camera.
We got a lot of players. Yeah. Here's what I did.
So, cameras are on, microphone is live. I don't know what we're waiting for, but
We can go ahead and get rolling here. let's draw for color so the game recorders can get it set up. Oh, they already did, great.
Did you, so you know the cameras are on, microphones on
No, did you
right
get
now,
that from us?
so
No,
don't regret.
Right.
Cameras on, don't pick your nose. Cameras on, don't pick your nose. Mic's live. Please watch your feet and don't joggle the whatchamacallit, okay? So don't touch the legs there. Other than that, good luck, thanks.
Will someone periodically come and check that?
If anything breaks, you'll see me come and check that out. Because I'll know when that's broken.
So everybody's got an hour and 5 and 30 go young, okay? And,
5 by 30, right?
Yeah, 5, and good luck everyone. May the best player win. You get, first prize is $300, second prize is $200. So. And you got a free trip to Congress, so you're good either way. Oh, yeah, yeah. It's in one of the rooms, so it's fine. You can just
Start.
Should we start? Yeah, if you guys are ready, and if you guys are ready, you can start when if the game recorders have the info in and stuff. Ash, do you need a minute?
No, I.
Okay, and you're ready too?
You ready?
Oh, okay, great. And Andrew, did you go in on US Go?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Start at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1 hour. Isn't it? Yeah, it's just 1 hour. Yeah, it's just gonna go around. Yeah, are you guys ready? Yeah, you can start. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
Black time counting begins. 白方开始计时。
Hi everyone, welcome to the 2015 Redmond Cup Senior Division, where we have Albert Yen 7-dan and Yunxuan Li 6-dan. So Albert Yen came out of the qualifiers with a perfect record. He swept everyone he played. Whereas Yunxuan, he beat everyone, only losing to Albert. So this is surely going to be a very exciting series. It's a best 2 out of 3 series, so we have a game today, a game tomorrow, and if there's another game, we'll have a game on Thursday. I'm Justin.
And I'm Calvin.
And we are your commentators for today.
Yes.
So we can start by looking at the game.
So, Albert Yen is white and Yunxuan is black. It's a very common joseki, I would say. White played this move. Nowadays, you don't really see this very often. You mainly see this move. This is because this move is mainly focused on territory. Black plays here very often, and a variation like this often occurs in today's top games. So in this variation, white gets both sides, whereas black gets the corner. Some people say that white is better in this position because
I think white's a little bit better.
Yes, white is better because he's faster and black is more focused in one corner. But it's even because black gets sente and he can play something like this, and this is an even joseki. So this move isn't really commonly seen today, but it used to be played a lot. I played.
You're in the game?
This is a very common joseki. And in the game, black played this move, but usually when this stone is not in the Hoshi position, black will revert to playing this. And white will probably play something like this. And this is because of the ladder, which you will see later on in the actual game, when black plays this move. So white cuts here.
Toys? This is actually a very complicated joseki, isn't it?
Yes.
I believe there's several different trick moves for this joseki too.
Yeah. Due to its complication, there are so many trick moves for this joseki. For example, one I learned was this one.
Oh, I have used this in my game before.
Yes.
So if black plays a simple move like this,
Yeah, which is what most people would think black should do. White can do this, hane here, and capture black with this.
oh no.
And by this time, if this happens, the game is pretty much over for black. He can't escape like this. White will simply connect, and these 3 stones have 3 liberties, whereas white has 4. Black can play this, and white can just hane, and black is also dead. So when playing this joseki, you need to watch out for trick moves like these, which can basically end the game in around 10 minutes. So white did not play a trick move, which is probably smart in this situation. And this ladder breaker is very strong. This is probably why black usually extends here when he has Hoshi, because white won't really find a good ladder breaker. For example, this, black can do this, I believe. Yes, and if white attaches again, then black can just move out. And this isn't really helpful for white. If he does this, black can simply hane or something like this. Hane here. And just live easily in the corner. And this is a really good game for black because he has a lot of territory. He has 2 big corners. White doesn't really have any potential here because of few cutting points and peeps. So black usually plays that joseki when he has the star point. But since he has the 3-4 point,
Much weaker now, isn't it?
yes, I think choosing this extend over here is probably a mistake.
Is there anything else black can do other than this variation here?
Yeah, this is a very old variation, but nowadays black can attach here. And this is when he feels like he doesn't have an advantageous ladder, or white can have a very good ladder breaker such as this one. And so this attaches very helpful move.
Let's go over maybe one variation.
Yeah, white could do this. And if black chooses to do this, he can revert back to the actual game like this, choosing this or this. But if he feels like this isn't advantageous, he can also hane. Now hane, white can do this. Atari, this. And this is around even because black can play Atari and get the corner later, and white gets sente, he can play somewhere like this. Another joseki is white cutting.
This one's very new, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a very recent joseki. Black can. This has been seen in a lot of top professional games. Black and Atari.
How recent?
Not really recently, but
Maybe a few years.
maybe a few years, yes. And
Alright, goes up.
and black may tanuki if he feels like, or he may push up. But usually nowadays, black just tanukis. Maybe somewhere like this to render white's wall useless, or somewhere like this, which is also very big. So these are just a few variations for the pincer.
Put this back to the actual game.
So the actual game. And for some of you who might not know this joseki, please don't extend here. Black would simply block, and this cut would not work because black can just kill white. And cutting would not help either because the ladder doesn't work. So this is a tsuji, which helps white make shape and destroy black's shape. In the game, white did this.
Is there any other ladder breaker that white can try here? This one the most severe.
White can try attaching, but he probably played this because he was afraid black could spend a move here, which would probably make it less severe for white, and probably played it. And in this case, black isn't as severe as if white played 2 moves in a row, or white isn't as severe. So I think this is a pretty good ladder breaker. Black can't push up, which she really wants to do because then the ladder would work. Playing moves like these aren't very efficient because this just gives white
And now you can
a
see
very good way.
black's turns are all both separated, right?
Right. So moves like these, which might seem clever to prevent the ladder, aren't really useful. So it's better just to, break the ladder.
You can do
But in the game, black did this, which I think is a mistake, because usually black would do this. And maybe extend. This way, white isn't really comfortable because this doesn't work. Black can simply cut. You can see that white needs a move here, or else if black just, this is too painful for white. So if white plays something like this, black can hane. This is usually the best way to fix the potential ladder.
So do you think this variation is better for white or black?
It's really hard to say. It will result in a long battle, but I think in this area, black is definitely ahead, but since white has spent another move here and he can play things like this or this, I think the situation is probably even.
I see.
So playing this is not as good since it helps white connect, and pushing against this is also very black is also very short on liberties. In the future, if white has like a really strong wall here, he can do this.
Black blocks?
White will hane, black will, and then black will hane, and then white will attach. And if black takes and white can do this, then you can see that black cannot capture white, which will result in black playing this and it being a very huge pro for black.
Considering white already got a move here, this is probably pretty bad for black.
This is extremely bad for black. If black loses this ko, he would
Resign.
instantly lose the game. Yeah, resign. And if black wins this ko, it's not that big of a deal because it was his territory already, and since white got a stone here, it doesn't really matter. So I don't think this move here is that great of a way to solve the ladder.
There's a question from online.
Yeah.
They say if black pushes up at Q4, doesn't that revert to the other variation where the ladder breaker is inefficient?
So if you play here?
Yeah, if black stands up like that, after he's already stopped the ladder over there, doesn't this change back to that variation that shows the ladder breaker on a 4/4 stone that is ineffective?
Right. So after black plays here, right?
Yeah.
White would probably try to find a sente move to play a move here. Or else, if black can find a way to get sente here and get a stone here, then this exchange is extremely bad for white. So maybe something like, or since in this case, in the real game, black played this, white got a chance to play this.
So it looks like we're in for a pretty long battle here. We have these 4 floating blocks, or these stones are pretty much safe, but we have this white group here. White's basically trying to make a lot of influence into the center, I guess.
Yeah. It's a really hard battle to say who will actually come up ahead. I think in this area, black is definitely has the upper hand, but since white has these two, then it should be even.
And both of these players are pretty young. So Albert is 15, Yunxuan is 17. Yunxuan actually hasn't been in Redmond Cup for 6 years. The last time he was here was 2009, where he was 2nd place in the junior division. And now after 6 years, he's finally back, made his return, and looking for a win.
How old is the junior division?
Junior division, so it used to be under 12,
Right.
but we moved it to under 13, so now it's 12 and under.
Okay,
And the
got
senior
it.
division is 17, or 13 to 17.
13 to 17. So if you turn 18, you're out?
Yes.
That's it? Right.
So you have a
Damn,
late, so if you have a
can't
late
go anymore.
birthday, it's better.
That's right.
So black in the game, he played this one.
So this move probably because these 6 stones are still unsettled, right?
Right, since black has killed the corner, he wants to attack white. But I think
Is it maybe a little bit too hasty?
I was thinking probably playing this because this would, if white has these stones, like I said before, he can Hane. So this helps that. And if white plays something like this, black is very thick here. Black can capture. White probably won't try to move out since it's just helping black move out. The corner, there's nothing in the corner, so I think this Hane probably a little more steady. But I think black wants to fight.
Yeah. Well, Yunxuan is he likes to fight a lot. I actually played him this morning in the open division, and the game basically 30 moves in, it just became a giant fight, which didn't go so well for me. But
Albert Yen is very similar to Yunxuan. He likes to fight, but he's a little more territory oriented. White plays Hane, black Hanes, white, and black does this.
so how important is fixing this cut here? For example, if black, say, played somewhere on this side, that you think that's bigger?
I think black wanted to attack white's stones. I don't think it's that severe if he doesn't fix, per se. He might be scared of something like this, where white uses these two stones to maybe cut. If black does this, white can extend, then he would have to fix, and white can cut here.
That's very painful.
And it's very painful for black. And this move wouldn't seem that big,
Right.
because of white can later on just sacrifice these 4 stones and get the corner.
So is it more so that because he played this move to attack the white group, he has to follow back here?
Right, since if he didn't have this, white probably can't punish him. Probably the most severe would be to cut, and black can just push out. But white can't capture black, and this is probably not a big deal to fix. But since he has this stone,
He's already invested into the attack.
right, so he would probably want to fix to attack these two. Let me get back to the game.
So in the game,
White was feeling threatened by this move, so he attached here. This is a good Tsuji to use because it's using black's shortage of liberties. White, this is Sente for black. For white. What black has to connect. So in the game, he did this.
So now, white's really just trying to escape with this group here, right?
Right.
But if black just keeps jumping, then isn't white not really gaining that much here?
Yeah, I don't think white gained a lot here. This moving out from like this is really painful for white because it's first of all it's helping black move out into the center, and second of all it's helping black get territory down here. This is something Go players really don't want to do in the beginning, which is get a really weak group early on and try to escape single-mindedly without trying to make territory.
So what could have you done instead?
This Hane might seem a little hasty. I think white should just maybe
Attach now.
something like this. Since if black maybe jumps, white can attack black.
And then
Like this.
these stones aren't dead yet either, right?
These stones still have the potential to move out later on. This is Sente, black would have to extend or something. But it's really important not to get blocked in like white did in the game. Like if black were a little more aggressive, he might try to completely seal him in. White could live like by pushing or by like this, but this is extremely painful for white.
Probably just connect.
Right. maybe something like this,
No,
or
black's
or
very
even
big.
or even just like something like this. I mean, white may live in this small area, but black can, move out,
Right.
or even just like move this stone, since having white, do this is pretty painful. And I don't see a really good way for white to punish this. White might try something like this and just haneing, but right now it doesn't work. Hane. Since black can still cut,
Right.
this doesn't work for white, since if he connects this, then black can just turn. White would have to connect this. He can't play here. These 5 stones will be dead. So connecting here, black can hane here, and yeah. So in the game,
So I play here. Black extended. Wait, play here?
yes,
Black
white
extended.
played. No.
Yeah.
White played here first.
Oh. And black jumped.
Black jumped. This is a very good position for black, since he wants to make territory down here. This exchange is white's
Right.
right. He can do it whenever he wants. He jumped again. I don't think jumping is the right direction. Probably trying something like this, since not only does white look for like attacking this, jumping this way is has more like a volume, and he can jump out later like this, which is has a lot better shape than if white did this.
And then black. Just
Black
like
did
this,
black peeped, yeah.
and then jumped again.
And this is a horrible shape for white,
White's not getting
in my
anything.
opinion. Even though white can, have something like this or this, he hasn't really gotten many points in the opening. But if black can't attack this group later on, white can have a lot of potential here. As you can see later on, white plays this. He gets this hane in sente. Black hanes here. And he did this. I think white was afraid that black would attack if he did something like this. Since he exchanged this hane, this block isn't sente anymore. Previously, if white blocked this, black would have to spend a move, and white can live simply by doing this. But since he chose to expand the influence on this area, black did this. This isn't sente anymore, so this has more severity now. But I still don't think white needs to really worry, since this is really hard to kill white.
A lot of amateurs, they see this group and they're like, oh shoot, I'm screwed. But then, I don't know, what kind of sense do you need to kind of tell that, oh, this is hard to kill?
It's killing a dragon is extremely difficult at their level, 60, 70. You don't really see it often in a game. So this dragon, basically you just need to have the courage to tanuki. Like, if you want to play a move, sure you can, but then black gets what was it?
Tanuki? Sente?
Yeah, gets to tanuki. So play something like this, maybe get better shape down here. And this move has really no point value. Black probably won't try to make points here, since the corner is also very big. And if black tries to attack from here, white can simply jump out.
I see. So basically, it's don't be a wimp.
Yes. So white jumped out. he's probably trying to play it safe, which gives black a great opportunity to play here. Since if black tried to focus on this group, maybe like still trying to kill it with like moves like these, just like trying to kill this group to win the game is really difficult. White would get bigger moves like these, and the game would be extremely difficult for black. So at lower levels, many players, they try to focus on one group and just trying to kill that group, and never like tanuking or figuring out which place is the biggest to play. Like they might still try to take away white's eye shape, and since there's so much space around to play here, white can simply just tanuki. And black didn't really gain anything. This move is not nearly as big as this one, and white gets a lot of influence and potential to make points here. So black, by playing this, I think it was very smart of him.
White pincer.
White pincered, and black jumped.
And this is a very common joseki, isn't it?
Yes. Common joseki is this. Is that a good thing? Yes. White. You see this joseki a lot, where white would jump here, but it's usually when black has a stone here, like this. Black can do this, and then white has to attach. But this joseki isn't seen as much anymore. Nowadays, jumping in the beginning is really weak. White can just do this.
Right.
White has a pretty big corner, and he gets sente to play somewhere else like this. So in this position, white has already 2 moves here, so I think playing this might have been a little too hasty for black, since white cut in the game. And since white has the ladder, black can't do something like Atari
Come out.
and like attach. White would just Atari, block here, and if white has this ladder like this,
Cut first.
if black has, if black can't kill white, then
Basically, they just cut, and then black can flip all of these sequences, and now we have a ladder.
And we have ladder now. Since in the game this ladder does not work, black can't choose this variation. So I think playing this move was not black's best idea.
So what could have black done?
Black can play this, which is a good way to make eye shape. If white plays this, black can, if he wants, play this just to live. Something like this. Like there's a lot of eye shape, white can't really attack this. Or black can just tanuki, since attacking this really isn't that big of a deal. He might want to play something like this, because having white have such a big corner is not ideal. Alternatives for jumping would be something like pincering, but I think since white has a lot of stones here, he's probably afraid of white doing this.
And if black tried to cover it?
He might want to cut.
And because white has so many stones here, it's a bit
It's
difficult.
really difficult for black to fight in this position, since all the surrounding stones are white. So this might not be black's best idea to pincer. And the most simple variation is the 3-3.
Right.
Or white might, just do this. I may choose to just block. Black might think that this isn't enough. The corner's too small. White has a lot of potential on the outside to make points like this. And black needs to play a move here ASAP, or else white will get this huge corner, which black doesn't want. So
and then that gives white the opportunity to expand this more, or something like this. Or
right.
this,
And black would probably have to spend a move reducing white. And it's not good to play in the center too much because black can't make any points, but white has really severe moves like this, which can expand the milieu.
Maximize efficiency.
Right. It's all about maximizing efficiency in this game. So, black jumped.
I have a question about this position.
Right.
So, after white jumps, so this is kind of a newer move that maybe not as many people have seen. So if black plays here, then what should white do?
If black plays here, white can do this. He can just simply do this.
So what are the differences with this exchange now?
With this exchange, white can wedge here. And then black can't live in the corner. Without this exchange, black can live in the corner by something like this. So it's not as severe, but with this exchange, black can't afford to play this variation.
I see.
That's why black chooses usually to block here. And in this situation, white wouldn't choose to play this because this is really thick. In the future, there's still Aji in the corner,
Right.
since there's a peep here. There's also cutting points like these. So white can't really make that much territory here. So he wants to expand the outside.
I see.
That's why white chose to fight, since he thinks he has a better chance of winning the game like this. In the game, black saw that this did not work, so he went here.
This looks like a very well thought out move.
I'm not so sure, since, well, the point is he wants to probably block here. Like if white plays here, you might wedge and then just try blocking. And if white, tries to escape, you might just cut. And without this, then, without this situation, white can play something like this. And black shape is pretty broken.
Now he has to add an extra move, though.
Right.
And that's a little bit slow and not efficient.
So, black's plan is this. I'm not sure how it'll work, since this shape is really broken for black. In the game, white push here, which I think is a really good move. Black, if he connects here, white may choose to Atari, or he may choose to just push. And since, like this, white can have this in Sente, black's shape is completely ruined. And this, even Hane doesn't work. Or Hane, white may choose to just simply Atari. I'm not really sure what black's trying to do in this position.
So you're saying that instead of this, what could he have possibly done?
I think this is the best choice for black, since choosing this was already a pretty bad mistake. Black might try to do this. White will simply Atari. And this is very bad for black, since white can attack black later on. If black chooses to spend a move, white gets these 25, 30 points for free. He may choose to take the corner.
This is really big.
And if you assess the situation as of now, you can see that black really hasn't gained any points in the last 15 moves or so. He only got these points, which white can destroy or invade by 3-3 or moves like this. So these can't really be counted as solid points. So black's really points are these 6 stones, which is 12 points, 15, maybe 16 here. And this is a really easy game for white to take control. That's why black probably wanted to do something here so white doesn't get that lead.
I see. How important do you think counting is in your games? How often do you count?
Well, I count a little excessively. I count around every 10 moves or so, but I don't really recommend doing that. I think counting every 20, 30 moves is probably enough. But having an idea of what's big on the board, which direction to move, is probably more important than counting actual points, since variations can be completely different than what you think they are.
How do you think you can develop that skill? Every time I play, I get to a position, I'm like, what should I do? What would a pro do? And I don't know the answer.
I think it's mainly practice, play a lot of games, just try to have a better sense of which direction to move. Like, for example, moving outside towards this direction is a lot better than sticking flat and letting black get these moves for free. Also, probably reviewing games, just spending time sitting down to assess every 5 or 10 moves, just trying to understand the situation better is probably a good idea. So the game just stopped right here. Black probably has a headache right now since he doesn't really know where to play.
Do you think maybe he will just concede this part and just take the corner instead?
This is probably the worst case situation for black. Having these 3 stones cut and having to spend one more move, or else white can play something like this, get these points in Sente, which is huge. Black really doesn't want to play this. But I think taking the corner, if black really wanted to take the corner, he could just
Invade from the beginning.
invade. If he was really desperate enough to want points, just invade the 3-3. And obviously this is a terrible idea since white wants to expand the outside. With this many,
It's bigger than my hand. It's more.
yes,
That means it's big.
you have small hands. But having this is a good direction, but just I think bad execution. Also, this might be a situational play. This was seen a lot a very long time ago, a couple of years, maybe 5-10 years ago. Black doesn't really play this anymore, but it's a great way to,
Do you think it's good here?
The reason why black doesn't play this is because white can do this. It basically,
Looks like low efficiency for black.
yes. But since if black really wants the outside, he could try something like this. He could even do this. If white chooses to, or this, black can choose to fight, since he can cut here. If white does this, black can also fight. So I think this move might be a little better for black. Oh, he played. In the game, black saw no better idea or choice but to. In the game, black connected. So I think he saw that this move was not good, since white could do this. So he chose to connect. And this is really comfortable for white, since these 3 stones are they're probably dead. Black probably wants to spend another move in the corner. Or else white can just hane. And this is very big for white.
How much RG is there in this cut here?
This cut might seem very severe, but since right now white has already sacrificed these few stones, these stones don't really matter. White could just choose to sacrifice them. This isn't a big area right now because white doesn't really want to make points here. White wants to expand towards this side. You probably use these two stones to influence the right side, something like this. So cutting here might get you, 10 points. White loses a couple points, but it's really not an urgent thing right now. And if really white doesn't want to give up these stones, he can
Just play this.
yeah, or like something like this. Just sacrifice the bottom.
And get this into it.
Right. So this isn't an urgent area. And black, if black played in the corner, white gets sente, probably Atari here. And
Black cannot hope to connect, right? Because then
black connecting would just make these stones really heavy. And these moves are just helping white expand. And if black chooses to, go back, white can do something like this. White might even, if he's afraid of that, just start from here. Black moving this out would be an even worse idea, since
now you have to take care of both of these moves, right?
Ataring down here
Just make this dead.
makes this dead, and something like this, which is a better idea, gives white sente. So black doesn't want that to happen. He chose to Atari here. Probably because he doesn't want white to get another move on the outside. White extended and black played here.
So what differences are there here in between the other variation where black didn't exchange Atari?
I don't think this exchange is good for black, actually, because after this, white doing something like this just makes black a lot heavier. Even Ataring here, which might seem like not the best, most aggressive play, actually kills black this stone, and these three stones have no way to really move out. Something like this, Panuki.
These two stones are tearing through black shape.
Right.
These four stones aren't really doing much. No efficiency.
Right. So I think this might have been a bad exchange, since black might have chosen to Atari like this later on. And if white, chose to come here, black probably wouldn't, play this. He might try to come here, or
something a little bit higher in white.
right. So this exchange might seem like black got an extra move here, but I'm not so sure if that's the case.
So now the game's kind of at a stall point. So I guess we can take a few minutes and just talk about you. You became a pro, a couple years ago, right? The third AGA pro.
We actually have a bunch of questions about it.
Oh,
Really?
If you guys want to go to some of those questions.
yeah, sure. We can talk about
Oh
that.
wait, they played a move, so I'll just
Don't try and change the subject.
I'll just explain this for a second?
Yeah, that actually is. This cut seems very aggressive. You said before white can just simply play on the outside and already take a huge advantage.
Right. He might want to increase his advantage because now, if black does this, white gets this move incentive. Previously, if white just did this and black hadn't exchanged this, white might have been afraid of wedges. But since he has this exchange, this wedge does not work anymore.
I see.
Since white can just do this. And now, yeah, black doesn't want this to happen. This cut was actually a great move. Black might try to counter it. Maybe.
Does this move kind of move work? Then it's kind of as if, white
It's
really
as
wanted
if-
to do that. But this is kind of the same thing, right? Because white can still get this incentive.
Right. And
After
this is clean and kill for black.
Right.
Black might. I think it's that type of game where black kind of wants to try something different. Maybe this. If white Atari's here, black can connect. Maybe try to move these stones out. Maybe try to attack this.
But white already made a lot of profit here, right?
White did make a lot of profit, but I think it's better than simply living in the corner. Since this gives black more chances to maybe try to kill white or gain Tanuki, play here. The corner, this Hane, there's still Aji here. Black, these moves are still Sente. So I think maybe doing this.
A little bit more fighting spirit,
Right.
rather than just falling over dead.
In times like these, having fighting spirit is crucial. Backing down and playing these moves would increase the pace of the game in a negative way. This white's move, white can just Atari. Since white's not afraid of this now, white can block here.
And now black's these 4 stones are in big trouble. Plus white can still wait to play this move.
Right. Black now might want to play this, but
White's already gained a lot.
right.
So basically we can see that even though black gained a little bit up here, right? You can see one wrong move is really snowballing the game.
Right. If black loses this game, probably this is the losing move.
Just
I would
this one
say.
move?
Probably. It's a very big mistake.
Even though it looks like it's just a normal joseki, right?
Right, but playing this, you have to remember always to check ladder, because if white has ladder, he can always cut, and it would be a very difficult situation for black.
I see.
If we count right now, this probably has 11 points. This we counted was around 15. So 26. This will count around 12, 13 points.
We can assume that white plays something like
Maybe something like this in the
I
future.
don't know.
Since this and this are Miyai, we'll say around 15 points.
Okay.
But as you can see, white has a lot of potential here.
A lot of potential here.
This, if white makes everything, this is already probably enough. White still has, this corner. You can still get this corner. Making points for black is extremely hard at this time. Black mainly wants to break white's points, and black has really no way to make points. He's very flat on the sides. The corner is not that big. This is very flat as well.
This is kind of hard to attack still.
White still has moves like this, which can make eyes. Something like this. Black really can't cut this, since white will just something like this.
So basically, Yunxuan's already in a tight pickle.
Right. After the good early game, I feel like
This one move really tossed it all away.
right.
So I guess we can go back to talking about you, huh?
Yeah.
So, you became a pro 2 years ago? 2013?
I believe
13?
beginning of 2014.
Oh. So what have you done so far? Being the third AGA pro.
You know, being a pro,
What's the life like?
it's not really different from an amateur. I mean, downside is I don't get to play amateur tournaments anymore, like WAGC. But upsides, you know, not really much, I would say.
I see you. Sometimes you give like reviews in the AGA e-journal.
I can do reviews in the e-journal. I get more credibility now. But overall, it's not that different. Lately, I've been focusing on other things. So let's go back to the game.
Cool. So
This was what white hoped for. Black really didn't have any other choice, and white can just probably play something like this. And if white is really wanting territory, probably something like this. Since black, you know, moves like these don't work anymore since this is sente. Pushing out isn't that big of a deal.
right.
So black just has a really weak group. White has potential to make points here. This corner is very big. White can, in the future, maybe approach here and get some more points on this side. And if this were the case, you can see that white has a lot more potential to make points than black, whereas black has basically already made all the points that he can. So the rest of the game would be trying to destroy white's territory.
So this kind of game, you know, like a lot of Q games, they can go back and forth really easily, and like, you know, one mistake later on can just turn the tides again. Here, how much chance would you give black in coming back in this game?
Maybe if this is down here. Maybe if black can try to find a way to attack this, or make some miracle plays here, black might be able to come back, but it's looking extremely hard as of now.
Right now, we're how many moves in?
So white made this exchange already just to be safe. Personally, I would have kept it, but for co-threats, but this is also fine.
And now white's probably going to turn or try probably.
Atari now wouldn't be as effective because black has a very nice using this stone to maybe escape. Black wants to be as light as possible right now, so this makes black very heavy, since losing these two stones would give white a lot more potential to make points than coming here.
So we can't see your questions at the moment, but we'll answer them as soon as our computer operator comes back. So in the meantime, I guess we can just talk about, you know, how amateur players can improve, you know, from a professional perspective. What do you think amateurs should focus on?
I think one of the best ways for amateurs to improve is probably life and death. I know a lot of people say, you know, playing a lot of games might be good. Reading books like joseki and fuseki, they all work very well. But I think life and death is really the basics of Go. If you can see a problem like this, and find a way to kill, or to at least gain some things, it would turn around the game extremely fast. Nowadays, professional games, they don't really have, a simple fuseki. Like, they don't really play out these josekis. They might start in a very small corner and have a very complicated fuseki that will spread throughout the game. And it's times like these where learning how to read correctly and to be fast about it too would be very effective. Since I know a lot of people have problems with time, they might spend maybe 20 minutes in the beginning trying to figure something out. Whereas if you did a lot of life and death, you would be able to do it more quickly.
Sounds like I should do more life and death.
Yeah.
So that also brings up the question: pro games. Do you think it's really useful to study them? Because you said, I mean, the joseki and fuseki are pretty complicated, right?
Professional games might be a little difficult for people to understand if they're maybe Q or even low dan, mid dan, like 3 dan, 4 dan. But as you get higher, like maybe 6 dan, 7 dan, or even AGA 8 dan, you will want to look at more professional games and try to learn from them. So they played in the game. White played this move. He valued this corner more than the influence that he could get here. And Black played this. Now Black's really trying to get back into the game. He doesn't want to play, simple moves like this, which would have no attacking effect on these stones. Maybe something like this. He's maybe aiming for something like this. Maybe he wants to attach, but I think moving out from here is probably a better idea, since White doesn't want to make territory here. Since I said before, Black has cuts. He can jump from here. He can do things like this. These aren't the points White wants to make. White wants to make points with this corner and expand it with this stone to the right side. So I think this move was good for White.
And then Black cut here in the game.
Right.
So this cut is, I guess, not very big because Black could have already reduced this part here, right?
Yeah, this Black was probably really focused on this cut, which I would advise not to do when you're playing, because making exchanges like these, which are already really bad for Black, just to get this cut would basically make White just give up the stone. And now Black would, probably have to connect here. White can Tanuki.
I just told him.
There's a question. We're talking about a lot of ways White can win, but what are some ways that Black? We're eliminating a lot of choices. What is it that Black can do to win?
If Black wants to win, probably not moves like these.
The White is perfect.
So you think White is ahead right now?
In my opinion, White
Has
is
more potential.
right. If you're strictly counting points, maybe Black has, more solid points. But since White already has this corner, and this is a very terrifying moyo, I think the best way Black could come back from this game is to attack this dragon.
But as we already said,
That's
kind of difficult.
extremely hard. Maybe moves like these, which kind of look like they're attacking the dragon, and if White, if White's scared, Black could try to make more points. But white probably doesn't care about this dragon right now, since, like I said, he has moves like these. Black can't cut. White can get this corner and sente. So another way would probably be to move these two stones out, since this is where most of white's potential is. Maybe something light like this, you know, or something like something like this. Since you might want to use this stone, since it's already pretty much dead, want to use the Aji in the corner to help black make some points here.
For example, if white plays something like this.
Yeah, black, you know, black play here, white play here, something like this. Maybe just like
Just jump.
jump.
Play as lightly as possible.
Killing these two stones would not be very good for white, since black already gave up on these two stones. The main focus for black is breaking the potential for white to make points on the right side and on the bottom side.
How many points does black need to destroy to really catch up? Looks like white already has a lot of solid kind of territory in the corner. This is, you know, we have these cuts here, but still, you know, something, right?
It's hard to really count white's points right now, since we don't know how much influence or points he can make. On the corner, we'll say is around, you know, say that's 20, and which is, you know, around this, plus a little this. So this is maybe 20 points. So black has to
Waste a lot.
plus Komi, which is 7.5. Black has to erase pretty much everything. And wait, black has to make some points and destroy all of white's points,
That seems like a very
which
daunting task.
seems highly unlikely in my opinion. But maybe it's manageable. But the game
So cut.
played a lot. Alright, this is
And then white turned.
my turn. Yeah, black didn't gain anything here. Or maybe, you know, black doesn't have to capture the stones anymore. You got maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Destroyed, you know, around 5 points. But white got this move, and he's cutting black.
Now white, now he has to run with these three too, right?
Yeah, black has to run out with these 3 stones now. And black has a liberty issue here, so he can't really move out. White has 3 liberties. This is really hard for black to play. I think choosing the corner was a bad idea. Even if white pushed, black probably should have connected here, just to, you know, try to make white's influence as little as possible. Since the corner isn't that big, black might have wanted Sente to play something like this. So, okay. The real game, black Hanade. So now black wants to find ways to fight with white.
Basically, he's trying to make the game complicated so that he doesn't just lose the game, right?
Right. Which is another way when you're behind to try to find ways to fight. But since white's so thick here, I don't think fighting is a possibility for black, per se. Like black might have destroyed a couple points here if he lives.
But then white's only going to
But-
get thick on the outside, right?
Right. If white can, you know, Hane. Oh, so black didn't choose to do that. Just a Hane here.
Indirectly. It looks like he's just giving up these stones now.
Maybe he just wants a little more Aji inside. White should Hane. Maybe double Hane?
And if
But
white
this
just pulls-
is extremely bad shape for black.
Even if he just
So-
pulls back, let's say. Is there anything black can do here?
I mean, pulling back might not be great, since black has a lot of Aji, like moves like these.
Right.
But Ataring and this would be better, since, like I said, black has a liberty issue. If black gained from this couple, let's say 15-20 moves, we can see black got one stone here and captured that. But white solidified his territory and he gets Sente, so this would be a failed attempt from black to complicate the game. I think cutting was a bad idea, since he really wants to make the game more complicated. It was like this.
Yeah.
Like I said, this exchange might not have been great,
Black
since black really doesn't have a way to move out now. White would want to attack him, maybe make a wall here. If black can live, white would expand this area. So
if we go back to the game, let's see. And black Hane. I think he simply pulled back.
this is probably the best move here, since white has to fix. White would probably fix here. If white doesn't fix, black can
Right.
break white's territory, which is what he wants to do. But
White will probably just fix. And this is still pretty similar to the last variation, right? Where black had this and white entirely captured the stone.
But unlike that, black gets Sente, white. So now black just wants to invade this part.
I guess we can take some more questions.
Okay. So what we got? We got questions. Do you feel either player has the potential to become a professional like yourself, Captain?
Actually, I think. Yeah, it's a possibility. I think it's a very high possibility.
Albert's 15, right?
Albert's 15. He's very young to be at this level. And starting from a young age, you have a lot more potential to improve, because your analysis of the game isn't as proficient as if you were, maybe in your 30s. Like, you have a better
Are you talking to someone specifically in this room?
no one in particular. Just.
That's cool. Yeah. So that helps how? Because having less proficient analysis would seem to be a hindrance. How is
Right. When you're younger, like from personal experience, I can tell you that I tried to kill one group. I saw a weak group. I just.
Try to murder it.
In Chinese, we call it having red eyes. Just like trying to kill one group. And that's a really common mistake when you're young, because you want to finish the game really quickly. But as you grow older, you know that
More patience.
First of all, you gain more patience, and second of all, you try to not drag out the game, but win in a safer way.
So it's easier when you're younger because you will learn better having red eyes?
You'll learn from your mistakes, I would say.
Well, the next question actually is, what has changed since you became pro, and how do you train to continue to improve? I swear to God, these are not plans. These are the questions right now.
I still, do life and death problems, as I said, was very important. Sometimes I try to watch professional games. I feel like watching professional games has helped me probably the most because I spend time sitting down, trying to analyze what the professionals are trying to do, and then in my games I try to emulate them for better or for worse, and I try to imitate how they play, which I think has helped me improve.
Do you have some pros in particular that you like to watch the games of, or do you watch all of them indiscriminately?
I really like Guli's playstyle. I think his playstyle is very similar, if I can say that, to mine.
But you'd like it to be.
Yes. I think he really tries to win the game with one or two specific moves that the other person might not think of, and just turn the game around like that. Which I strive to do, but unfortunately sometimes that may not
Easier said
work.
than done.
Yes.
So in the game, White played here.
If you guys want to take a break, I mean, we can take a break. You guys can stretch your legs.
Okay.
Are you good?
Okay.
Alright, I'm good.
Because you're all caught up, unless you want to explain that move that just happened.
Okay. Well, like I said, White
So he didn't pull. So he didn't fix this.
could have fixed this, which would gain, around, I think it was something like 10 points, but I think he wants to expand the left side more.
By far more than 10 points.
Right. And if Black chooses to capture these stones, White has peeps here that can further enhance this moyo, which is terrifying.
Okay.
So
Terrifying to begin with. It's now.
it's
Soon we can fit 3 hands in there.
so Black played this, which is a pretty good way to make the influence smaller. But by this point, I think White's also has a lot of territory with this side. This has a lot of potential as well. That's why Black's trying to really make the game more complicated. Something like this. Maybe he'll be brave enough to go deeper, or be Atari here. And this is a pretty good move, since White really doesn't want to connect. This is awful shape. Black might want to. This is very light for Black. Like, he can utilize this stone to break White's moyo completely. I think White would probably want to Atari from top. Wait, this is fine. If Black takes.
Then White probably has to.
White has no code threats, so he'll just extend. If Black does this, then White can take back. And Black, although it may seem like he destroyed the bottom, White also gained the right side, and Black has a weak boot now. So the thing is whether Black can, Oh, so White has chosen even more aggressive way of this.
This is the very fierce looking move. Basically, now it's time to not only isolate the stone, but attack these at the same time, right?
Since White's so thick everywhere, I think this is a very fierce move. Black doesn't really have that big of a, or that good of an answer. Maybe he could try, moving out both parts, but that would only help white with the right.
If we try to move out here, then white will just include maybe something like this or something.
Or maybe just simply
Yeah.
solidify his territory. I think even if black does something like this, white
白
still
方
has
基本实现最后10
Basically,
分。
all of these moves that black is playing, it's not really gaining many points, right? It's really
Right.
just destroying white.
his main goal right now is to destroy white's influence.
But white's also gaining stuff at the same time. So in the game,
Black wanted to be a little more strict with his playstyle, and he wants to use white's shortest of liberties, maybe to
maybe cut incentive.
maybe double Hana, but I'm not sure. Maybe just, or he might be choosing to double Hana.
We cut first and then double. So now we can see that if white tries to retire, right?
Well, why would retire from this first?
What if, yeah, I guess he can.
But if he does this,
Then we can see this doesn't work for white.
we'll see that although white gained these points, black successfully connected, and he might want to move this turn. So in the game, white didn't give black any chance to do that. What happened? White cut.
This Albert is very, very aggressive.
Yes, Albert likes to fight.
Do you think he thinks he's behind?
I don't think he thinks he's behind. I think he's just trying to extend his lead.
Make as much from his
Right. And if he can make a lot from his moyo, then the rest of the game would be quite simple for him. Just don't die. Maybe play moves like this. See, black doesn't really have many co-threats. Like these, I don't think this is even big enough to be considered a co-threat, since white already has a quarter of the board
This is pretty
solidified.
scary.
These stones might seem big, but they're really just around 18 points. 8, 16, 19. So that's why black chose to connect. And white got what he wanted. Further extend. Probably extend one more. And they're playing very quickly now.
Do you know how much time they have left?
It says Yunxuan's probably in Byoyomi. Since they said he had 5 minutes earlier. And now is when the time pressure really kicks in. Having to play one move every 30 seconds without really thinking increases the pressure on black.
Black, second, readings begin. Black,
Oh,
30
it says
seconds.
Yunxuan is in
Start
BOE
time.
now.
Right.
10 seconds.
So white extended again. Now then, this black group seems a little bit in trouble.
20 seconds.
Even if this is all in, it looks like even if black lives, it doesn't really seem
Black,
enough
30
to do.
seconds. 5.
If black lives and white doesn't gain anything from black living, then maybe. But I mean, black living would have to spend moves like these, which white can take advantage of. And it's just simply
25
doing this.
And then so easy to block 25.
Since white, this is so thick for white, and white doesn't really have any cutting points. Even if black lives in this area, I think he might not have enough. And if white just, plays this, since black still has a cut, if white just attaches, this is already a very 35 points, which is more than black can afford. That's why black wants to
Make some competition.
10 seconds.
So what is black trying to do with this move? What is his plan?
20 seconds.
To me, it looks like, so if white just plays a simple move like this, then it looks
25
like
seconds.
this exchange is going to be pretty good for black.
Alright, if black just
Right. And then maybe,
black might
I don't know.
right, black might want to kill this stuff.
Yeah.
Or he might
Maybe he'll try to cross cut.
cross-cutting.
Maybe working it too much.
Right. By now, black is basically waiting for white's mistake, I would say. If white played this.
It's a tie.
Black 30 seconds. 5 high.
White is so thick that black really can't abuse anything.
10 seconds.
Looks pretty difficult.
20
Like
seconds.
if black simply connected, which he did in the game,
25 seconds.
white probably even Hane would be enough. Well, white would probably Hane from the bottom, so black doesn't get moves like these to live. But even if black lives like this, he has given up so much on the right side. White still has 10 minutes remaining. So this is when thinking quickly really helps, because you want to be ahead in time.
And now, if you're in Gyoyomi and then you make a wrong move, then you're in big trouble.
Then you're screwed.
I can say I've
So-
done that multiple times.
I think the game might be close to over. If black lives in Gote, white gets these two. Like, if white gets the right side and gets those 35 points in the middle, I don't really see a way for black to come back from that.
I guess we can take some more questions.
I don't think we have that many more questions.
That's fine.
If you guys, it's 5 o'clock, so we can do this as long as you guys want. These comments are easy to start. It's hard to figure out how to.
So the game has progressed.
We can also take a break if you want to let it progress a bit farther, or
I think it's close to done.
what?
I think it's close to finish.
Take its own.
I was probably trying to find a way to win the finishing blow at this point.
And you want to kill it?
He probably wants to
Wait.
something like this.
So it's kind of hard for black to make eyes here.
I mean, black, to make eyes on the bottom, black would have to do things like this. Whereas there's really no eye shape. Maybe you could peek. do something here.
You can play here.
Alright.
But yeah, this is
This would make this center for white.
now white can surround all of this too.
And simply cutting. Or even coming here. Would probably be. So maybe this is more severe. Adding the finishing blow.
Maybe Alberton.
Like, I don't see a way for black to capitalize on any more white mistakes. Since white's mistakes are, if he makes any, would be very small.
So I guess basically after black made this bad joseki choice, and then after he kind of made his stones all heavy and gave white a free move here, and would you say very few chances left for black?
Right. I think black focused too much on this cut since it wasn't that big. If he had not played here, maybe played on the right side, tried to focus the white dragon, and the corner is probably not entirely dead.
It's kind of odd you do the corner here.
There's always like lending moves like these where black can decrease white's shape, or not decrease, but points. Or if he's desperate, maybe try things like,
and then
Black 30
or maybe
seconds. 5 times.
I'm not sure. Like,
10 seconds.
it's not completely dead yet, so I don't think black being hasty and playing these two moves was a good idea. In the game, white chose the safest route.
25
I think
seconds. 30 seconds. 5 times.
this, and then black probably something like this.
10 seconds.
Even though he lives, like I said, white gets so many points here.
I guess you can say that, you know, white not trying to kill the cube. He knows that this is enough, right?
Right.
So it's that kind of just a hallmark of winning a game in the safest way. If you try to kill a group, then maybe you could get into some trouble if you try too hard.
Black 30
That's why
seconds. 5
white
times.
wants more. This game is
10 seconds.
pretty much in white's favor now. Or, I mean, has gone to the point where white probably won't
20
lose.
seconds.
And black played that. So,
Black seems pretty
if white just, you know, simply reinforces things like this, jumps around, or maybe just come back, white has well over 70 points.
Black really only gained these 5 points.
Like,
maybe a little
from
bit.
the beginning joseki, you can see that black made close to no points. He made a couple points, you know, 10 points in this corner, maybe some points living here, but all of black's territory was
Black 30
already his before he went through all of this.
What actually played here now?
So white wants everything. He's taking this too.
This just seems like a huge headache for you.
I mean, by now, if he simply just comes back here, there's always this Aji. So if he comes back further, that's like a resignation. Things like this would have Aji such as peeps, and this block doesn't work because white can honey up top. So I think
20 seconds.
Yunxuan's basically
25 seconds.
right. Yunxuan probably
28 seconds.
knows that
30 seconds.
he's
3
behind, but
times.
can't really do much right now. What do you think his prospects are in game 2? Do you think maybe he'll be able to bring it to game 3?
since he's playing white, I think focusing more on territory rather than fighting would probably be a better idea. Since 7.5 Komi is a lot to give to white these days.
Black, 30 seconds. 3
Okay, so
times.
black does this, which is very big.
Black had a stone here.
Huh?
Black had a stone here before.
No, he missed.
Oh. This is exchange at some point. So black reduced a little bit here, but now.
But
and
now
negotiate
white
again.
has this. If black doesn't connect, this is another 10 points, I would say. Or more than 10 points. And then white can just keep on peeping, and all of black's territory is gone. Even if white simply jumps,
Black, 30 seconds. 3
black
times.
has close to.
There's really no
No
good way
territory.
for black to fix this.
So in the game, white peeped. He can choose to peep. He can choose to do this. Maybe he even wants to go further. I would advise just playing this.
It's the safest one.
Right. Since if white plays something like this, then the bottom is his as well.
And then there's even less Aji in the corner.
Right. By now, there's probably close to no Aji in the corner, although black's last chance might be here, just because he might want to create something.
But it seems really difficult.
There's close to no Aji by now. Maybe. Itachi.
Black, 30 seconds.
Well,
3 times.
what if white just simply beat?
Peep. Not to connect.
10 seconds.
This will not work since
Now we have a problem here, right?
black will live like
20 seconds.
I think
25 seconds. Black, 30 seconds. 3 times.
if he wedges, black can do something like this and try to make a coat. And this coat is really big because
What did you think?
it's all of. I don't know.
10 seconds.
Maybe.
Especially after these changes, right?
Very hard like that.
So white.
White ended up pushing. Like I said, Albert wants to get everything.
30 seconds. 3 times.
Black is trying to kill with this move. White jump. White with a tie. Black connects.
Black, 30 seconds. 3 times.
So now it looks a little bit more uncertain because maybe white will be in trouble, but white still maybe had moves like this, or is this
I think white went a little too bloodthirsty.
Maybe white has gone a little bit too off the deep
25
end.
seconds.
I mean,
28
things like
seconds.
this,
Black, 30 seconds. 2
Just,
times.
he would have to. I mean, black at least gets the corner, but
10
white
seconds.
can still
can,
save
can
some.
still get this incentive. Mm,
20
You should show the
seconds.
sequence.
So basically, I guess
Might have thrown in this thing.
25
if black just tries to kill white like this, it won't.
White would.
28 seconds. Black,
And this is
30 seconds.
alive.
One time.
No,
White-
white had an eye here.
White has an eye here and an eye here. This is why black wants to throw in first. If white takes, then black can do this.
And now white's dead.
And now white has only one real eye. You can't push it out here. But
20
white's
seconds
aiming for
left.
this,
2,
where black
3,
takes it
4,
in gote,
5,
and white comes back.
black,
And this is
30
Even this is still something. And then black still has it.
so they played this in the real game,
30 seconds.
and white would play this 100%.
Black, 30 seconds.
So
One time.
yeah, it happened like this. White doesn't even need to play a move here, but he might choose to solidify this place, or with this.
Black, 30
Um,
seconds. One time.
How much audio is really in this part?
This game has
10 seconds.
basically turned for the worse. For black. I don't think counting is necessary at this point.
White has a pretty solid lead.
Not including,
Black, 30
even without combing, I think black would be behind. So black chooses not to protect here. He wants to fight even more,
10 seconds.
which is a good idea when you're behind.
But maybe now it's too late.
Yeah, maybe it's
20 seconds. 1, 2, 3,
right here.
Maybe he's trying for a last ditch attack on this white group here.
I don't see how.
black,
Yeah,
30
black could-
seconds. One time.
So the next game is tomorrow.
10 seconds.
If Yunxuan can make another miraculous victory, then he can win for third game on Thursday. Otherwise,
20 seconds. 1,
it will be a quick 2-0 by
3,
Albert.
4,
In which case,
5,
it won't be a third game on
6,
Thursday. So
7,
tomorrow, hopefully Yunxuan will play much better.
Do you have
black,
Yeah,
30
this is
seconds.
finished.
One time.
So now Yunxuan is trying for the last ditch effort.
I think he's aiming to attack these 3 stones while he's pressuring white's bottom. But remember, he still owes a move here, where white can do things like this. So it's really difficult for black to be attacking white right now, especially because white might just push up. With peeps like these and cutting points, white can still take this stone to live.
Black, 30 seconds. One time.
This is black's last ditch effort. White peeped.
10 seconds.
Looks like white might end up getting everything. You can see that black used to have a lot of, if he, for example, he blocked, maybe he had some territory here. And now, white even made a lot of things here.
It's because black spent a move here that white was so thick
Yeah.
up here that he could peep and enter the corner. This is another reason why expanding on the right side would be good for black, since he really can't make any points on the bottom side. Maybe expanding to the right side both decreases white's moyo and the game in. So Yunxuan has resigned. It's a good game by both, but Albert came out ahead.
So really, it's mainly just this move here, and then this jump here.
I think
I mean, I have to kill
playing this joseki with 3-4 is not really a good idea, since this was extremely severe, and moves like this really helped white gain influence on the outside. Black's last chance was probably to attack the dragon and increase his influence on this part, but instead of playing moves like these. But other than that, white got a solid lead and kept that lead till the end. So good game to Albert, and we'll see if Yunxuan can pick it up tomorrow as white.
So thanks to Calvin Sun for commentating. You can tune in at 7 p.m. Central Time for the next round of the US Open Masters, and hopefully you can do well in that as well.
Yeah.
Tonight
No, I
is
think before
Johnny
you
Chen.
could, I think the position was already not good.
I don't know.
Because I didn't know there was such a ladder breaker.
And then tomorrow you
So
can
it's
tune
like
in for the second round of the Redmond Cup Finals
Oh.
at
Oh,
3 p.m.
if I play here, then
Central
you play-
Daylight Time.
I mean, yeah, even
We have
if-
Jenny Chen.
Maybe I'll have to play once and then out. But this is not as good as just block.
Yeah, this is pretty good. But just we did it really correctly over here. I want to make
Thanks,
sure.
thanks both.
It should be. It should be
Thanks
good.
for watching.
I think this is okay.
Yeah, but if I don't play, then there's a co in the corner.
Don't play what?
Like if I so like in this situation, there's that in the corner is a co, right?
No, there's nothing in the corner.
Nothing in the corner.
Yeah.
So let's say if you're on it. Yeah, you're right. So if ever you're then you play that one.
Or you can play this.
Oh yeah. So then if you're on it, then next turn.
Yeah.
So yeah. So there's so it's only a code when there's like a stone here, right?
Yes, if it's like this and there's a code.
Oh yeah.
This is a code.
I don't know. If there's nothing, then I should have done this. Like when position was like here, right?
Yeah, I think I should have played here first.
Yeah.
But in this case, this is Sente.
You're not gonna play that right now, right?
I will.
Why is that Sente? I know, but then so if I defend, then what? And this is so good for me, isn't it?
But still, I got these zones.
Then, I mean, like, so if I play here, then are you just gonna live, or?
Yeah.
You just ask Andrew.
Or I'll just go like this. Maybe there's a cut.
Yeah.
Well, no, you play this one already.
Maybe I won't play this then. I'll go here
You
first.
you cut right now.
Yeah.
Then I just do this. It doesn't look like. This is really messy.
Yeah. But
Oh, dude, this is so stupid.
you thought there's a code there?
No, at first I thought there was no code, right? But then somehow later on, I thought there's a problem with my pointer, so then otherwise, I really should have just played here.
Yeah.
It's the, right, this one? You can't really cut this way either. Right.
Or I consider this.
Or you can, I don't know.
Oh, then there is something then.
No, dude, if you do this,
No, if I'll play here before I cut.
so when,
Like this.
oh, like right now.
Yeah.
So if you do that, then I guess I can connect this one first too. Yeah. So kind of weak.
Because this is center.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Probably. So you do this before you cut them.
Then now I'll cut from here.
Ah.
Seems like there's something. Yeah, I'll go here.
Hmm.
Then this. Black has a little problem.
Right. I think I should still do this. So it's much more complicated. But the reason why, because somehow I thought there's a code, so there's just way more. There's too much code threads. Yeah, so.
Yeah, there's a lot of code.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty scary. Yeah, so. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Well, you want to go from the beginning?
Sure.
Yeah. Huh? Oh, thanks. Dude, in the end, I was just like, whatever. Oh, no, sorry. I was thinking about playing here, but then I thought you probably will just give this up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, something here. I mean, it's okay too.
Yeah, I think so. Then that's when you. I think your move here is really good.
Just kind of a way to come out, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I don't know why, but like after you get out like this, I think the game's good for you. Because you also can block here, right? So then you also get this is somewhat yours, and then this is just way too good.
What I think is really bad is I shouldn't jump here. I should go here.
What's the big difference? Right here. You mean you can already see?
And then I'll go here.
So.
Yeah, I think this is stronger.
I mean, you can say it's really bad.
Well, I'll exchange this first, and then play this.
Hmm. Yeah, so I can peep first. Actually, there's no point in peeping.
Yeah.
So you probably need to come over. So
Or maybe I'll play here. Play over
yeah, I
here
think you
first.
should do that first.
Now I have a lot more eye shape.
Yeah. Then just black's turn, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know, maybe play here. You're not really alive.
But this group is also very light.
Yeah. I don't know, because this is really good area for you because you got like these two, right?
Yeah. Let's just come out.
Yes, so probably still this is better.
Yeah, probably still this.
Yeah. So we're do you feel like this stone became like a ladder breaker?
Yeah.
You guys don't mind if I put this up?
No.
No.
Alright. So,
Maybe you could have come in. Or actually, I'll block this way.
oh, you blocked that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you block that way, then I think it's good for me. I mean, it's playable for me. Because, I mean, there's still a cut here.
I was just trying to develop this.
You
or
should develop this area.
If I block this way.
So more likely to do this. You probably just play here. Or you can capture them.
But then if I capture, then just the push, then this will get isolated somehow.
So then if you play here, I don't think I'll continue.
Yeah, you can come.
Yeah, I'll stick.
So that's why I don't think this is good for me.
So
So
if
I'll
you do
block
the other
this
one,
side.
yeah, then I'll still play here.
Well, actually, what if I go?
You go that way or not?
It's possible. Probably play this.
Mm-hmm. No, you gotta be careful because I can invade you too, right?
So like,
Then if I go here.
yeah.
It's not really easy for.
Or maybe this is just an easier move.
Yeah, maybe it's
Simpler.
Yeah, and you probably cannot get this thing unfair. Should I play new or do before? Or should I just?
Or actually, I'll just play simpler. I guess. This is simple. Well, just go to right away. Still, it's hard to develop this since you have set.
And I also
here.
just like a step four.
So I'll just try to play.
Yeah, I guess I'll just block it. So I'm assuming you're not afraid of this cut, right? Or you are?
Yeah, I will just give up, I guess.
So I'm kind of not sure to what's gonna happen.
Maybe this.
So this is
Yeah, I was planning on giving this up,
oh, you give that up, then this is nothing.
but then I get over here. You won't capture these right away,
Yeah, I won't do this right away.
but it's a big move for later to defend back.
Yeah, then I probably should do this. I didn't think your cut was gonna be so strong because you have two strong.
I think black is good with this playing like this. Black is good.
yeah, black is okay, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just this move is really big.
Yeah, it's so good.
Come, maybe I'll defend.
So maybe you just play territory.
Yeah, I'll just defend. I have a little here, a little there.
So I think it's still even, huh?
Yeah, black didn't really make mistakes.
Yeah, but in the game, I didn't see your cut was gonna be. So in the game, I jump.
I think now it's a little hard for black.
Yeah, now it's not little, it's really hard. Wait, Ash, can I take a picture?
Sure.
Yeah. Wait, that thing's off, right? Is it?
It's still running, I think.
Oh, really? So I guess.
You can still take a picture.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think even this is better than the game.
Yeah, the game was just too bad. No, I know. I thought like you definitely won't do this, right? So I thought you were gonna do this one.
But this, and I don't have any like potential.
Right, and then this one's not really yours either, because there's just a lot of options.
I just have the corner, but not here.
Yeah. So I thought this way might be still okay, because my wall here kind of counters your
Yeah.
wall. Yeah. But then when you cut outside, oh shoot.
And I also have weakness here.
Here. Oh, you can take a picture of the whole thing.
And you want to picture the
The whole
It would be
thing.
much better this way. For white.
Is it that big of a difference?
No, but because this I have a cut and I don't have any eye over here.
No, but you this is more than one eye, I'm pretty sure.
No, there's only one here.
I mean, yeah, so that's one eye, and I can't really. Okay, yeah, I guess this one, the other one's better.
There's a weakness.
Thank you. Yeah, but in the game, when you
I'm gonna get some dinner because we gotta go at 6 for the US Masters.
oh, you're in the Masters.
No, I'm not in the master. I'm set like the camera I have to do.
Oh yeah, alright, cool.
Which
Alright,
is-
what time is it right now? Yeah, why did I ask you?
5:35.
I haven't.
5:35.
Okay, yeah, okay, alright. See you.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, so when you cut this one, yeah.
What will you do if I play here?
And then if you do that one, then I'm just gonna block you here.
And then
Okay. Yeah, maybe I can even do this now,
right.
right, so then it's gonna be hard for me, right? And even if I just Atari, I don't think it's not gonna be easy for a while.
Yeah, this is a good exchange.
Yeah, so I think what you did in the game was really good.
Hi guys.
What's up? Yeah, so I think in the game, yeah, wait, where's it? The thing.
Another one for the highlights.
Oh, you're okay. Oh, you're playing Lionel. No!
I was thinking about playing here, connect here. Okay.
Oh, and two.
You're gonna push, right?
Yeah, okay, I'll put. I don't think so because this is good for black.
No, actually, no. I was reading this, right? I was thinking if you just take, I don't know. I
I
don't.
will take this.
That makes sense. Yeah, then I don't really have a way to continue. This is not good for me.
Yeah,
No,
so
it's
then
it's kind of funny shape.
I think I'll still take the outside.
Oh, you still take the outside. Oh, then I probably should have played this. You do that.
Yeah, alright.
I think the mic is still on.
I don't know if it's still being.
Yeah, so yeah. we'll
I think you
probably-
have to do this.
Yeah, right. This.
Yeah, the reason I didn't like this one is my shape is so like it's so stupid. This one like first is
Probably so.
yeah. This one then
With this, actually, maybe I'll put.
you push yeah you if you do this one then
Do you want that game?
honey. Oh wait, my liberty is probably short, huh?
Is it?
No, I think you can connect. Wait, hold on.
Your teammates don't carry you, you would have told them.
Actually, no. It doesn't.
Play like something. No, but this doesn't work, so you just play here.
If I play that, then I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read this too, so it's
So you can only block down to kill.
yeah. Then that's really horrible for me.
Dude, that's an important category.
No.
Oh, actually, yeah, you just put that. I think it's still better than the game for black.
Yeah.
The game, I didn't think your outside was gonna be so hard to like destroy. Because I thought I was gonna get sentient and get here, then I thought I was still playable.
Oh.
Yeah, but then it turns out this is too good. But this one is still good for you, huh? Because this
Yeah,
shape
I
is
think
so awkward.
The corner is big.
Yeah, it's really big. Yeah.
And
But
but yeah, at least you got something.
yeah. But in the game was pretty. I shouldn't Atari here.
Probably not.
Because well, in the game I thought you wouldn't cut. I thought you would do this, right?
Yeah.
And then I thought you would Atari here. So I thought then if I Atari now you would take, right?
Oh, even if this now, I'll still.
Oh, you still play that one.
Or here, yeah.
Okay, then this is really bad.
Right, but I was thinking if I could cut here,
Yeah, then you can defend your cutting point.
Right.
Here, yeah.
then I can go play that.
Yeah, I think after you play this one, the game is like impossible for me.
Yeah, this is too big and you don't have enough
Yeah, I
territory.
like points.
And even over here is like 20 points potentially.
Yeah, and yeah, I can't really do anything. Yeah, so I think you're right. I probably should just win the corner from this.
Yeah,
perspective.
then it's still
It's still
long
like
game.
long game. Yeah, this one, yeah, this guy is really strong.
And since you played this, I don't want
You
to.
don't even have to fix it. Well, even if I don't play here, you probably still do this, huh?
Yeah, this is too big. I can let you live here, whatever.
Yeah, it's not anything here. But this move is just really bad. Yeah.
And I think this doesn't really help reducing too.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So if I just come back and I secure this, and you can't really do anything to the right.
Yeah.
Like this is smaller than this area.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I kind of have to play this one. I don't really have a good move here either.
You can come here.
This is too.
But move here is better than
Yeah,
here.
you-
you
yeah.
expand this area.
Yeah.
And you can still potentially live.
Right.
Or pro here. So I really need another move later.
Yeah. So I guess maybe this one is even better because there's no cutting.
Just kind of still cutting point right here. So I'll still play.
You still play that one, yeah. This is good. Yeah, so oh, okay.
Wait, when are they not going to be live? What's that? When are they not going to be live?
As soon as you guys clean off the board and get up, that's when I turn the stream on.
Alright. So you play this.
Not hopefully not. Why, have you guys been talking shit too? Yeah.
Maybe this.
You guys are a long way away, so hopefully not. But I make no promises.
Then if you escape, you need to play here.
No, if I escape, then this is gonna end even quicker than the real game.
I always thought I have to play here and then you go out and you can live. But then if I just come back, this.
Then what's the point of playing this?
Well, I defended the cutting
Oh,
point
the
here.
cutting point.
But then if I just chase you out, I don't get something.
Yeah, if you play here, I mean, either way, I'll probably spend Tanuki, but if I Tanuki, it's still same situation, same.
Then I'll just play another move to kill. I mean, then this is really big.
Yeah, so it's like. I think going the corner lets you against the outside is definitely, I think, how how Black lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like after you get this one, like I really didn't know how to continue because this is just I don't know. Yeah, but I think you're right. I should probably still try like normally.
Well, I just reduce it first. Reduce here.
I don't know. You play that.
Or yeah, it helps the corner a little bit.
I'm not sure. Yeah, this game is too difficult to continue.
Just that white doesn't need to make a huge territory here.
Yeah, white doesn't need to white because white, just in terms of points, white's already not behind. But then there's also potential white like way ahead right now. Yeah.
So mostly if you go in right away. I also kind of have to pincer. If I just go out, it'll be a little slow, I feel like.
If you go out this one.
Yeah, I just have to pincer
I
something.
think pincer's good. Yeah, I underestimated like how strong this cut would be because I feel like it was still fightable, but apparently it's just good for you fighting.
Yeah, these two are nice. This is a nice one.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit better than this.
Well, just this is good too. But if I play here, you'll play here first, and then go in. And this is not too good.
Yeah,
Perhaps
right.
good rhythm here.
Yeah. I think that's a good line. This one's okay too.
Yeah. I just want to block this side.
Yeah, maybe this one's better because more consistent with your.
This is fine too, I feel. This should be fine too. It's just like you go in 3-3.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah. So I think the main problem for that is just right here. Thank you for that.
Thanks. Yunxuan Li.
I don't know why. Yeah, my place is still wait, continue from in the morning, right? Okay, then.
Mark is like 10 down AGM.
10 down AGM.
Like 10.06.
So is Meanwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
They haven't lost. Meanwhile, haven't lost a game yet.
oh, he hasn't.
Haven't.
Wait, he stopped playing since like 4 years ago.
Yeah. But he's still like 10 or 15-0.
Really?
Yeah.
But he won like US Open like 3 times.
Yeah, then he's like more like 20-0.
Thanks for the game.
Thank you.
Something they're going to turn that off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Enemy team. I literally, it went and never easy. Like, there's just no flag. Yeah, Incarnation. Yeah.
Come on. Bring it to game 3, right? Game 3. Why did you play that variation? Why didn't you call it Samsung? Like you day and then you play that too. That's not the usually you call it. There's no because you had
I thought it's the birthday.
Normally you call it.
You were 18 when you turned.
Oh, yeah, that one.
No, it's the August 1st.
I was
Yeah, like,
I didn't play from Sandy outside.
like, yeah, May.
Yeah. So did I?
Well, it is why I'm experienced with Congress.
So you were behind after on the bottom.
Yeah, after
Like,
after
you
that,
played,
I-
after you got cut, you counted like, oh, you're fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, it was but the joseki in the corner.
No.
It would have cut the corner. They're still on air right now.
Oh, no, it's just that as you get when you get off.
What he has to come in and turn on. He can just like he doesn't just turn off automatic.
Well, we're not supposed to say anything bad.
It's okay. We're ready for a lot of that.
So the way, because we thought, I was like,
No, if you say the bad thing, it's okay. They'll think the people there will think it's